30th of March?
Yes, 30th of March.
We haven't done one of these for a long time, have we?
We haven't.
It won't be a long plot tour because we haven't got a lot planted, but it's quite an interesting fruit-wise at the minute, isn't it?
It is, and it's a lovely day.
It is, it's really
It's
lovely
almost,
for
we were
March.
worried that this might just be summer.
It might well be, yeah.
The one day this year when we have summer. So we've got the onions here that we planted in autumn, which are growing.
September time.
Oh, Ruby, get up, get up. Look at you.
She's been rather good this afternoon.
She was groomed. Ruby, get up. Come on, behave, behave.
Rube, she'll have to have a shower.
As I was saying, these the autumn onions we planted in autumn, and they're doing really well. And then over at the back, come on you.
Some garlic.
No. Over at the back there is some garlic
It's all
that's
that
also
white,
growing
isn't it?
quite well. Yeah, it's a case of whether that actually carries on and makes some, oh God, get up. Whether that carries on and makes some bulbs, because we've had not much success last few years, have we?
No.
You are all covered in grass, lady.
Good brush. Cardoons looking good, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
We've done a bit of tidying up on the perennial bed, haven't we? And
We have, and we brought some perennials from the garden that were surplus to requirements because we split some, didn't we?
did. And
We've still got some spaces where we want to put some lupins that we grew from seed last year.
yeah, they're in the cold frame at the moment. Well, cold frame and greenhouse, but they'll soon have to move down here to make some space.
Well,
Should
they
be
could
all
plant
right now,
out,
shouldn't
couldn't they?
Yeah.
You cut back the elders, didn't
yeah,
you?
they've been cut back. Otherwise, they just swamp everything else.
Yeah. It's about all that's growing at this side, isn't it?
It's worth having a look at our Rudolph, isn't it?
Yeah. Come on. Go on.
So
Come off
most of
there.
our broccoli that we planted that were plants from DT Brown's last autumn didn't make anything. They didn't really manage to survive winter, but this broccoli did, and we've been getting some quite decent stuff off it, haven't we?
Oh, she's at it again. Get up. The cauliflower just went straight to seed, didn't it?
Yeah. A
And
plot
the
tour with
cabbages.
Ruby is always a bad idea.
She's not done this for ages. Ruby, get up. Gordon Bennett dog. And the cabbages were sort of all
We have
blackened
had,
inside,
yeah,
weren't
we
they?
have had one or two cabbages, to be fair. That
I
mean, they're obviously
going
to seed now. but
Yeah,
We have had one or two, haven't we?
yeah. I should think you do need a shake.
Generally, this plot, there's not a lot going on, is there?
The rhubarb over there's
The rhubarb
sprouting.
started,
Do
and
you
you've
want to go
been.
and have a look?
I'll go this way around because you've been sorting out these chives, haven't you, along this
Yeah, I have.
border?
In fact, I think that's what did my shoulder.
Yeah, it needs tidying up and edging and sorting out at the other side, but other than that, it's coming on all right. That this is the rhubarb. We haven't got the 3,000 varieties that Clumber Park have, but we've got one or two. I think you can see from these clumps that we've got certainly one that's earlier than the others, and
Come on,
I'm
Ruby.
fairly convinced that one isn't timply early.
No, that could be the perpetual one.
It could be the perpetual one.
Paulson's something or other.
Yeah, and the others are much later.
They look quite red, don't they?
Yeah, raspberry red, I think they are, or something like that.
Grooveless crimson red,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
This is growing.
Yeah, this is that
Kiwi.
little kiwi one, isn't it?
Isai kiwi.
Yeah. And there are a few signs on that black raspberry,
Yeah.
but it didn't like last year for some reason, did it?
No, and there's some sort of tree seeded right in the middle of
Yeah,
it as well,
yeah.
which doesn't help.
The rest of it's in
There's
for a bit of a sort out. few primroses. isn't there, up at the
Primroses.
top?
And I think the cherry, look, has got some buds.
Yeah. It's a question of wood pigeons normally devastate this cherry, don't they?
Yeah, not just the fruit,
just the
it's the
flowers, they
leaves, isn't it?
Clear everything, don't they?
Yeah. Come on, Rubes. Come
But
on.
in general, the fruit's just starting to leaf up or show signs of buds, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the
Black currants.
quince is on its way. Yeah, black
black
currants are all on
currants.
the way.
Go on.
Round all this fruit, jostaberries are on the way, and you can see where the buds are on there, can't you?
Yeah. And we've got some nice tulips out in this bed
Yeah,
as well.
tulips are looking quite nice at the minute. The daffodils are worth a look as well, aren't they?
These are going to be. This is going to be
Absolutely
loaded.
aren't they?
And we hardly have any fruit
I
off
know.
them. Come on.
There's some on this.
This
Red
needs tying
Williams.
back in. That's a Glencoe raspberry.
Yeah, that's this side. This is the Glencoe raspberry. But as you can see, on this side there's more tulips to come, and some are looking very nice.
Yeah. Come on, you.
Apple trees are sort of late, really, aren't they, of the fruit?
They're
Pears are
usually
always in
late.
front,
Yeah.
yeah.
The red currants have leafed up
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And
little
the
red currant patch.
blueberries, some of them.
And got flowers.
Yeah. This one's the earliest.
Yeah,
And they're just starting to open.
yeah.
Come here. Come off. There's the dahlias
I'll do
in the
something else
greenhouse.
with the dahlias.
I think they need a bit of
They
water
do need
actually.
some water, yes.
Then our first blossom.
Yeah. Woolings gauge.
Yeah. And some nice daffodils.
Daffs are looking really good, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then in the middle are some Spanish bluebells, aren't they?
Yes, unfortunately.
Timperley early rhubarb's looking really good, and that's one of our patches of Timperley early. There'll be some ready there
Yeah.
a week or so's time.
There's not much over that far side, is
No.
there, other than there's just some strawberries down there that I've tidied up.
So the beds over there are mostly dug out they last autumn, so hopefully
Yes,
they'd be
yeah.
okay. There's one or two red cabbages, isn't there, that
Yeah,
we're still
Yeah.
hoping are okay.
Come here.
These three beds we've just sort of prepared ready for planting.
This one, these need cutting back. These are the autumn all gold raspberries. They're just starting to shoot at the bottom. If we left the tops, they'd fruit
early,
earlier.
wouldn't
But we've got loads of early raspberries, so when my shoulder's a little bit better, I'll cut those right down to the ground.
they? So these three beds are ready to plant up. And
The strawberries I've tidied up, haven't I?
I'll divert to the strawberries.
All right, where are you going next?
I was going to go on
All
the
right.
other sides. Strawberries have been tied. These look all right at this end, don't they? But there's
I think they're sweetheart.
there's a patch in the middle that
Although, to be fair, I think they come later, so they
Yeah.
might get going.
might get going. Have to see.
It's last year, this strawberry bed, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're planning on starting another one this year. And just out of interest, ever since we've had an allotment for the last don't know how many years, these daffodils in this grass have managed to flower and provide us with a few cut ones, haven't they?
Yeah, unfortunately, they've all sort of sprouted because last week I picked some that were
Yeah.
in bud, which is how I like to pick them, but don't look to be any buds left, do there?
No, we're all in flower now. A few nice days, you see.
Yeah,
So all the buddleias have been cut back, haven't they?
they are.
This row of buddleias are now cut back.
Uh-huh.
Should be all right for summer.
If we go down here, I clipped over the lavenders. Come on, Ruby. Come on. There's no strawberries on for you yet. So all these were clipped over so that they stay bushy, otherwise they go all leggy and woody. What about raspberries next?
Yep, okay. So there, we decided the other week they were all shooting, didn't we?
Pardon?
We decided the other week that they'd all got some
Shooters, yeah.
shoots.
That one at this end's growing away well now.
Yeah. They've all come on in the last few days.
Yeah. There's a bit of weeding needs doing
Yeah.
around the bottom of some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've all got shoots.
So this brassica bed is ready for clearing, really. There are a few cabbages in there that we'll try, see if there's anything left of them. And in the middle, I'm just going to go in the middle because there's some
Follow Martin.
old, some of the cauliflowers planted last autumn. They're not dead. They might produce some tiny cauliflowers, so I'm going to leave them and see what happens. I think they're supposed to provide a cauliflower in April or May. So
We've been disappointed
what
with the
happens.
brassicas this year, haven't we? Because
Yeah,
we
haven't
thought
had
we were
much
going
luck,
to
have
do
we?
really well. We planted loads and we just had
didn't turn
failure.
out like that, did it?
No.
Best laid plans. And so there's three big beds on this plot. Dug over, just need the edges tidying up and they're ready for planting up. One's going to be onions and leeks, isn't it?
Yeah, probably one will be potatoes.
Yeah. And then there's two little beds at the end that need to be sorted out.
Helicopter going over.
Yeah. And then
Is that the police helicopter?
I don't know.
This one's got a lot of buds.
Yeah, it's Victoria, isn't it?
Yeah. Come here.
And this is our other clump of
Timperley early.
Timperley early. And there's two here, and I don't know what these are either. So
That's
it's
obviously
almost,
not a Timperley early.
almost weed rhubarb. And then
One of those is
at
giant
the back,
crimson grooveless.
these two are where I got that I transferred over to the other side from. So we'll just have to see what happens to those. I think we're just about round now, aren't we?
Yeah. Back to the red currants.
Yeah. So hopefully by the time we do another plot tour, we should have something planted.
And we might leave Ruby at home.
We might. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye, Ruby. No?